I still remember the day my family gathered around the dinner table, their faces a mixture of disappointment and disdain, as they ridiculed my decision to leave the cybersecurity world behind and pursue a career in historical cryptography analysis. "You're throwing away your future," my father sneered, his voice dripping with condescension. "What's the point of decoding old messages? It's a hobby, not a career." My mother chimed in, her tone laced with worry. "You'll never make a living doing that. You'll be a laughingstock among your peers." My siblings snickered, their eyes rolling in unison, as if I was some kind of foolish dreamer. The pain of their words still lingers, a constant reminder of the betrayal I felt when my corrupt peers exposed me, leading to my wrongful dismissal as a cybersecurity analyst. But it was in that moment, surrounded by the people who were supposed to support me, that I knew I had to prove them wrong. I had to show them that my passion, my obsession, was worth something. I spent years poring over ancient texts, deciphering codes, and uncovering secrets that had been hidden for centuries. The journey was arduous, filled with late nights, early mornings, and countless setbacks. There were times when I doubted myself, when the ridicule and skepticism of others seemed to seep into my own mind. But I persevered, driven by a fierce determination to prove my family and myself wrong. Years went by and my hard work began to pay off. I made breakthrough after breakthrough, uncovering secrets that had been lost to the ages. My name became synonymous with expertise in historical cryptography analysis, and I was sought after by scholars, historians, and even governments. I had transformed barren lands into thriving ecosystems, using my knowledge to uncover hidden water sources and to develop sustainable farming practices. I had proven, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that my passion was not only valid but also valuable. And then, the day arrived when I received an invitation to return to my hometown to give a lecture on my work at the local university. I was hesitant at first, unsure if I was ready to face my family, to confront the pain and the ridicule of the past. But something inside me stirred, a sense of pride, of accomplishment, and of vindication. I knew I had to go back to show them what I had become, to prove to them that their doubts and their derision had been misplaced. As I stepped off the stage, after delivering a lecture that had left the audience in awe, I saw my family waiting for me, their faces a mixture of shock, amazement, and shame. My father, the same man who had once called my passion a hobby, now approached me with tears in his eyes, his voice trembling with regret. "We were wrong," he said, his words barely above a whisper. "We were so wrong to doubt you." My mother, her eyes red-rimmed, hugged me tightly, her apology pouring out in a torrent of tears. My siblings, their faces etched with embarrassment, looked on, their eyes cast downward in shame. In that moment, I felt a sense of catharsis, a sense of release, as if the weight of their ridicule, of their doubt, had been lifted from my shoulders. I realized that their words, their actions, had been a reflection of their own fears, their own doubts, and not a reflection of my worth. I forgave them, not for their sake, but for mine, releasing the burden of their negativity and embracing the pride, the joy, and the sense of accomplishment that I had worked so hard to achieve. As we walked out of the university into the bright sunlight, I knew that I had come full circle. I had faced my doubters, I had proven them wrong, and I had emerged victorious. I had transformed my passion into a career, and I had made a difference in the world. I had proven that with hard work, determination, and a refusal to listen to the naysayers, anything is possible. The experience had taught me a valuable lesson, one that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. It had taught me that the opinions of others, no matter how loud, no matter how harsh, are just that, opinions. It had taught me that true worth, true value comes from within, and that the only way to silence the doubters is to prove them wrong. And it had taught me that the greatest reward, the greatest satisfaction, comes not from seeking validation from others, but from staying true to oneself and from pursuing one's passion no matter the cost. As I looked at my family, now beaming with pride, I knew that I had not only proven them wrong but had also inspired them to re-examine their own lives, to question their own doubts, and to pursue their own passions. And in that moment, I realized that my journey, my struggle, had not been in vain. It had been a catalyst for growth, for transformation, and for redemption, not just for me, but for those around me.